Welcome back to Curlcast. As you can see from all of our lovely beards and tashes, we are participating in Movember this month. If you would like to support us in our events that we're going through, Alex is arm wrestling throughout the month. If you manage to beat him, he will pay towards Movember. If you lose to him, unfortunately, you are required to donate. Ross is running 60k, 1.5 marathons in one day on the 28th.
You say run/walk.
Ross is running 60k on the 28th at the gym. His link will also be down below. Myself, I'm here at Wenston Sports Centre. We're attempting 1000k throughout the month. I'm doing 10% of that. As I say, all our links will be down below. Please go support a great cause, one that's close to all of our hearts. And yeah, let's crack on with the video.
Sweet. So today we're going to be going more into the nutritional stuff, following on from our training videos from the last couple of weeks. So today we're going to go more into the calories side of it and more of like what you should be eating and stuff like that basically. So I'm going to pass you over to Alex, who's going to dig more into the calorie side and what kilocalories are as well, because you might not have heard of them. Over to you.
Yeah, so when people talk about calories, they're actually talking about kilocalories, because a single calorie is such a minute amount of energy, it's going to be ridiculous trying to count that. So all the things like on the back of this monster, there'll be a kcal, which is kilocalories. That means 1,000 calories in every kilocalorie. But when we talk about calories, that's what we mean.
Ross, how much is 25 kilocalories in calories?
25,000.
That's the way we're going.
25,000.
Honour. Yes. Nice. Yeah.
I'm glad that wasn't a blue for a moment.
So there's a recommended daily allowance for men and women on calories or kilocalories. It's really kind of a load of nonsense, a little bit of a guideline. They recommend 2,500 for men and 2,000 for women, but it's all on an individual basis.
Literally says on here actually 2,000 for an average adult, so it's not even.
It usually goes off women on the back of stuff for the RDA as well, doesn't it? And then it will say reference a adult woman of 2,000 calories, I believe.
Yeah, it'll say that somewhere on there.
It's got a star sign on it, and I can't see
This is high quality content we're bringing you today.
It doesn't actually. No, it just says average adult, so they're not actually specifying. So, which is fair enough, but yeah, that's literally it's all individuality. At the end of the day, you could be 6'6" compared to a 5' person.
And completely different calorie amounts.
Like one person could be muscular as anything, the other one could be petite.
It's all about your basal metabolic rate.
BMR, which we'll go into more on part 2.
Yeah, and your physical activity level as well.
Yeah.
Those that are going to run 20 miles a day, training for a marathon, are going to require more energy than someone that sits on their ass all day.
Yeah.
Are you going to bleep that out?
Okay.
Ass.
But yeah, it's training differences as well. Someone that's training for hypertrophy or strength gain is going to require a lot more calories than someone that is trying to compete on stage as well. Goal influences your calorie requirements as much as individual exercise, BMR, etc. And your BMR can change. Your BMR is always going to change.
As your body composition changes, it's going to change. Obviously, the more muscle and lean mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn at rest.
Yeah.
It's not even that as well. If you're looking to gain muscle,
you need to increase
calorie surplus.
Yeah.
If you're looking to burn fat, shred up a little bit.
Yeah. It is possible to build muscle in a deficit, but it's just very inefficient.
Yes.
If you're looking for the most effective way, go into.
Actually, as a beginner, if you've never stepped foot in the gym, it's the best time to do it as well. If you're going to the gym a little bit overweight, hit the weight section as much as you can, because that's going to be the most beneficial time in your whole lifting career to burn fat and build muscle.
You're going to recomposition.
For that first sort of 2 months, you're just going to fly through the roof on your gains.
Yeah, absolutely.
So curl as much as you can during that time.
Every day.
It's not even that as well, it's the quality of nutrition as well. Like, technically, you can go into some sort of calorie surplus or deficit while eating a bad diet, but health-wise, you're not going to benefit much from it, especially in a surplus, because obviously you need to have to like really go into your protein stuff and stuff like that, basically. But you want to know where your food's coming from at the end of the day. Like, you're not going to go down McDonald's every single day and just like be like, oh right, it's going to stick to my calories. I'm going to go into a deficit, but your body's not going to thank you for it.
You're not going to be very healthy at all. You're going to feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the nutrient quality of food. I mean, we've used the analogy just chatting before, and we'll go more into it in a minute. But if you put high quality fuel in your car, you're going to be able to go for longer. Whereas if you put rubbish fuel in your car, then it's going to burn out a lot quicker. It's not going to be as healthy. The engine's going to die. And
But yeah, I'll go on to how I try and dumb it down for my clients is a steam train. Which I've told you both before, babe.
Love this analogy.
Right train. So depending on what kind of train you got, or depends.
Double carry.
Depending how big your train is as well. So essentially, you got a coal-based furnace. So basically, that is your body. Your train is your body. The furnace is where you're putting your fuel. So obviously, that's going to be burning. The more fuel you put on that throughout the course, the more it's going to burn, and it's going to constantly be burning and adding towards it. If you put too much into there, so if you overeat, you're going to just start putting on the your fat. It's going to stop your metabolism as well. It's going to slow everything down. It's going to eventually put the fire out. If you take all that fuel away, works the opposite way. So if you're not putting fuel into your body, into the train, it's not going to go anywhere at the end of the day. So that's how I try and dumb it down with the same calories. Constantly putting your calories in, enough calories to keep your body going. And it works the same way. If you're doing too little, then you're not going to be.
I guess you can sort of view it as a sensible surplus and deficit in that sense as well. That if you want to, as you say, burn a little bit more fuel, go a bit quicker, put a little bit extra in.
You don't dump in an extra like whole bucket load.
If you want it to slow down, you take a little bit out. You don't take it all out. You don't put it all in. There's sensible amounts.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were literally having this discussion yesterday. Like going into too much of a calorie deficit is not as beneficial. You'll still lose your fat, but going into a smaller deficit has been proven in research to benefit a lot more and lose a lot more fat for it as well.
You're going into the whole benefit of, are you looking to lose weight or are you looking to lose fat? Because everyone, you're going to achieve weight loss no matter what with a calorie deficit. Are you going to achieve fat loss no matter what with a calorie deficit? Probably, yes. But you're also going to be losing muscle mass, lean tissue, that sort of thing. And you're going to feel a whole lot worse for it as well.
Oh, you're going to feel terrible.
I mean,
and you get an effect called adaptive thermogenesis, where your metabolic rate actually adjusts slightly as well.
Which then the calorie deficit is no longer calorie deficit, which is why it's important to, it's not an absolute must that you track your weight and all this stuff, but if you're looking in the mirror and for the past few weeks, actually, I haven't really lost much. Maybe you need to work out how many calories am I having? Do I now need to lower them again if weight loss is still your goal? Or a slight boost in calories for a short period of time to bring you back up to maintenance and then lose again.
I don't know for yourselves, but with most of my clients, I get them to calorie count to begin with, but it's more about finding out what foods they're eating, which carries what calories, because at the end of the day, the healthier the food is, the less calories they actually contain. Obviously, you've got your macros and stuff like that, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and they all vary. But I find like the healthier foods carry less calories, so you actually can eat more, which is win-win either way.
Generally.
I think you need to also, with calorie tracking, is try not to put too much emphasis on tracking.
That's what it is,
You get so many mental health issues when people start tracking every single calorie and they think, oh no, I've gone like 100 calories over. I now need to lose less
I'm going to become obese. It's just not going to happen.
But conscious calories is what I call it, like conscious thinking. Like I'm thinking, okay, I could get a pizza takeaway, or I could have a healthy home cooked meal. Like being conscious with your thoughts.
A little bit of common sense towards your fuel and your nutrition.
That's why I always go to like sort your if you calorie count, you start finding out what's in food, what calories carry what, and then you can then take away the calorie count, and then you'd be like, you know in your head, right, this is the healthier option. I'm going to get less calories but more for an effective meal than going for all that takeaway, because it's going to be full of crap essentially, and full of more calories, saturated fat, stuff like that. and then you kind of start adapting that to your day.
It's like learning a new job. When you go into the new job, if say it's like sales or over the phone or something, you're probably going to have a script in front of you when you start. Same as when you first start training calories. Like, okay, so this is 100 calories, this is 200 calories. After a while, you learn the script, you learn what foods have what calories.
Yeah,
You can sort of eyeball it a little bit better.
You can go by experience.
Yeah. And it like I see a load of people when they go shopping and stuff like that, they'll just literally just pick up stuff. No one reads the stuff on the back, and that kind of gets you. Well,
I'm really bad for it.
I suppose what kind of exceptions is like help.
but you can't, you know what's kind of in that kind of food anyway.
Yeah.
But when you start really looking into that and like, right, actually that's got more calories than I should be able to have for that day, and then you really start just thinking about it's more choices.
I do it for a teacher thing. I sort of look at stuff and I'm like, okay, so that has that amount. So then if I see someone and someone's talking about it, like with a new client, oh, I'm having this and this, I can be like, okay, actually, but did you know this has this much? Maybe this is healthier. Actually, no, that's a really good option.
The thing that really bugs me, especially in supermarkets, they always put stuff as low fat. The low fat stuff is
It was
one of the
advertised
worst
as loads more healthy,
Yeah.
but it's really
the sugar
not.
content
Yeah,
makes
you
it
look
low
at
Yeah.
what
fat.
else is in there instead.
Well, for it to be classed as low fat, it has to meet a legal recommendation for that, which is it's a certain percentage below the gram weight of that. So it isn't just that anyone can just say, oh, this is low fat or low sugar.
But when that's advertised as like a really healthy option compared to something else, a lot of the time it's actually not because of the
You know the
sugar
sugar tax as well?
Yeah.
My local shop, no joke, Coca-Cola, 140. Diet Coke, 150. They're selling off the full sugar for less than what the diet options are, which defeats the whole point of the sugar tax.
Well, this is what I was thinking. Like the low sugar. That's
I'm
what
like,
that's what you should be going for. The low sugar stuff. Like if you yogurts are the worst. Like if you look at a yogurt.
Oh, there's so much sugar.
Low fat. Oh yeah, that's
sweet.
Yeah, that's going to be the better option. But then you look at the gram sugar, it's like 36. But then if you get a low sugar one, you're like, okay, that's got a bit more fat in it, but it's healthier fats. It's better fats.
The overall calorie count is lower.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, it's got packed sugar in it. It's like
Just going back a minute, rewind before we get way off topic. When it comes to calorie
as
counting,
usual.
yeah, as usual, it's being that specific about it, saying you have to hit this exact number. It only really works for special populations.
Oh, God.
Like someone like a bodybuilder or someone who is extremely obese and needs to cut down. If you just tell them to randomly go at it, they're not going to hit the results they need. It could be like bad for their health.
I always target zones. Same like what we were talking about the reps.
Yeah.
So if you're aiming for 8 to 10 reps, if you hit 9, perfect. So many calories.
Yeah.
Give yourself between 1,400 calories and 1,600 calories, for example. If you hit 1,500 calories, that's fine.
Yeah,
if you hit just over 1,400,
So
fine.
average population, like a nice guideline area, is going to work really well.
Yeah.
And that's like 95% of the people who are going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
But then the special populations, just so people don't get confused, if you are looking to compete on stage and you need to get extremely shredded, for example, you need to be way more dialed in.
Oh god, yeah.
But average people,
It's the same when
range is good.
like what you said earlier. If you've got that target range and you hit 1,650 calories, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If you hit just under, if you hit 1,350 calories, it's not the end of the world.
Just to follow up on Alex's point as well, I don't know if people are going to hate me saying this. People that are on stage, that's the least healthy you're ever going to be.
Yeah, that's not pure health at all.
Like, you have never been less healthy than when you step on stage day.
Oh yeah,
Is
like
that low level?
So that's not a
extremely
level
bad,
to
extremely bad. For
aspire to. If that's what you want to do, great. But
it's
that's
a challenge in itself, but it's unhealthy and it looks good, but you cannot maintain that all year round at all. And if you are looking to try and get that shredded all year round,
make sure you have a good group of people around you.
Yeah, you need a professional nutritionist, very experienced trainers. You can't just go to anyone and say, "Oh, can you sort my nutrition out?" They need to have a lot of experience and be at a very high level to make
it should be
getting
it's
the
going to be a
nutrients you
very
need.
clean diet as well. You cannot keep that up. It's going to just be a one-day thing. If not, like the week that most people compete, like their mental health as well goes really low.
I've seen a comment before. It's the only sport, if you want to call it a sport, that's up for a whole nother debate. But it's the only sport where competition day you are at your worst. Every other sport, you prime yourself up to be best condition.
Don't get me wrong, like the dedication and stuff is admirable, but like you can say that about some sports as well. Like there's some of the stuff training that some people put themselves through is ridiculous, and if you're looking to compete at that level, as you said, make sure you're getting the right people around you. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it at the end of the
Because
day.
calories are going to be low for a very long time, but we're again waving off subject.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's all about calories, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Round it out.
We'll round it out. So that's it. That's going to be part 1 of 3 of our little insight into your calories and how to maintain if you want to gain muscle or if you want to go into a fat loss. So we'll see you again for part 2, and we'll catch you then.
See you later.